Danny, thanks for joining us today. First of all, before we get on to your move to Huddersfield Town, I just want to say congratulations for the part you played this summer with Wales in Euro 2016. Just give us an insight on what that must have been like to be a part of this summer.
No, I mean, it's been an amazing summer, really. You know, not just for me, but for all the boys and Wales as a nation. I think it was quite surreal. We went there with no real expectation, just with the intention to enjoy it, and we did, and I think it worked since we got so far in the tournament.
You got that call probably quite late on. It certainly was late to us to play in the first game, and obviously played your part in a win. How was that feeling? When did you find out, first of all, you'd got the nod?
I actually came down for breakfast, and Big Wayne was struggling with his back, and I thought he was just having a bit of jitters before the first game, such a big game. But no, keeper coach pulled me to the side after breakfast and just said, "Wayne's struggling and you're in." And I think it was a good thing, really, because I didn't really have much time to think about it. You just switch straight into game mode, and then you're in the thick of it.
Obviously, that's kind of had a knock-on effect to your summer. So you've joined up with the squad on Sunday, and you've had a little bit of a break that they've permitted you because of your football this summer. Tell us about your move to Huddersfield Town. When did you first hear it was a possibility, and what were your first thoughts on it?
I heard murmurs of it towards the end of the season, really. Obviously, I know the manager's good friends with our manager at Liverpool, so there was nothing really concrete. It was just, like I say, like rumours and talk around the place. And then it was more when I was at the Euros. I had contact from Liverpool, and then once I came back, I spoke to the manager here and various people at the club, and they sold the place to me, and I couldn't wait to get back, to be honest.
At what point did you realise Stuart Webber was here? I know Stuart will be a man you know well from your time at Wrexham and then at Liverpool. Did that kind of flash up in your mind as well?
Yeah, well, I didn't realise Stuart was here. And when I came back from my first loan of the season, and we played Exeter in the Cup, and I wasn't involved, and I saw the manager and Stuart there, and I couldn't put two and two together. And then obviously he told me his position and stuff. But no, it's always nice to come to a new club and see a friendly face.
Now you're here, you've met your new teammates for the first time. How are you settling in? Do you feel part of it already?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, football's a small world, so there's always something to talk about. There's no real strangers in football. But no, the lads are great. They've been great with me so far, and I'm looking forward to the season that I'm going to spend with them. Goalkeepers
tend to stick together as well, don't you? So I'm sure you've got 3 friends here already.
Yeah, the GK Union, innit? But no, everywhere I've been, every club, the goalkeepers have been close, and it's no different here.
Huddersfield Town fans are pretty excited about what might happen this season. David's made a really big impact on the club since he arrived in November. Do you kind of get that feel around the place? Obviously, you'll have seen the reports when we played your parent club, Liverpool, and the amount of people that are there, the amount of season cards that have been sold. Are you kind of getting a feeling of the momentum behind David and the team now?
Yeah, well, when I spoke to the manager, he told me about, there's been an overhaul of players. Obviously, some foreign boys come in and people coming on loan like myself. And I think it's credit to the manager and the chairman. They seem as though they see an opportunity, and they're really going to have a go for it, which is it's great for the club, and the fans have got every reason to be excited.
How do you view this as a career move for you? Do you think it's a step up from what you've been used to? Because you did do very well at Aberdeen last season. You've just played in the Euros, but how do you feel about the Sky Bet Championship and what that can offer you?
I think, well, if you look over Europe, I mean, including all the top divisions, I think it must be fifth in terms of the quality of teams, the money and all that sort of different stuff. But I think it is a big step up from playing in Scotland. It's a competitive league. Every single game, home or away, it's going to be a tough game. So it's a big thing for me this year is to come and get a full season, to try and get as many games as I can, and I'm looking forward to doing that here.
I've no doubt that Christoph Buehler, the assistant head coach, has been showing you the clips already. But obviously there's quite a big emphasis on the goalkeepers to play a certain way here, as well as keeping the ball out of the net, to be able with your feet, to be comfortable starting the passing. How new is that to you? I imagine it's fairly similar to what Jurgen's doing at Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly different. Obviously the manager is good friends with Jurgen, but it's obviously he has his own philosophies, as does Christoph. But yeah, I mean, I'm more than comfortable with the ball at my feet. It's something I've done since I was back at Wrexham. I used to play out in the possessions and all that sort of stuff, similar to Liverpool. So I mean, it's not a case of me having to learn of what's going on. It's a case of a refresher and a little tweaks here and there about what the manager and Christoph want to do differently.
You didn't have to wait long to get your first game in Huddersfield Town shirt. That came yesterday. Clean sheet in your first 45 minutes against a Bundesliga side. It's not a bad way to start, is it?
No, I enjoyed it as well, to be honest. It felt as though it's been a million years since my last game, to be honest. It felt a long time away, but it was good to get out there, get my bearings again, and you get a feel for your new teammates as well, more on the pitch than what you could ever do on a training field.
And then obviously the Sky Bet Championship season not far away now as well, with Brentford home debut on the 6th of August in the line potentially. How excited are you about playing in front of the Huddersfield Town fans for the first time?
I'm really excited. I can't wait for the season to get started. Pre-season's a tough time for everyone. I'm quite fortunate. I've missed quite a big chunk of it anyway, so I don't have to do much of the running. But no, I'm really excited, and hopefully the Huddersfield Town fans will be happy come the end of the season.
Danny, welcome to Huddersfield Town.